Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, we are sharing some hot new Korean skincare finds, all of them cruelty-free, all of them fantastic, and I want to just jump on and share them with you guys. So I have been a firm fan of Korean skincare since I discovered it about 7 or 8 months ago. Stylevana have reached out to me a couple of times. They're a fantastic online resource for Asian beauty, skincare, fashions, but they reached out to me and said, could we send you a selection of Korean skincare? Every so often they reach out and I always say yes, because their selections have so far been ding, 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 so good. They reached out and said, oh, we noticed that your channel has gone cruelty-free this year. Could we send you a selection of cruelty-free Korean skincare? And I was like, yep, definitely up for that. So they sent me a selection of cruelty-free Korean skincare, which I'm going to share with you today. We're going to talk the good, the bad, the ugly. I'm going to give them all a rating, and we're going to work out whether any of them should be included in your skincare routine. So if you're interested in that, keep on watching. Now, it can be a little bit difficult to find cruelty-free Korean skincare because Korea is, very close to China. A lot of them do sell into the Chinese market, which mandates animal testing before they can sell a product. So a lot of them do fall foul of that. However, there are some fantastic ones. And I'm going to start with this product was sent to me. This is the Vital Treatment 9 Seed Essential Essence by Blithe. You'll notice most Korean skincare has way too long titles. Like, I really think they need to work on their marketing and just shrink those titles down. But Blithe has been a firm favourite of mine. I started about 6 months ago. I tried because my favourite film of all time is Blithe Spirit, and so I saw the name, was like, I'm going to buy it. That is not the reason you should buy skincare, but I absolutely loved it. I fell in love with their pressed serum, which has been one of my go-to. Gorgeous, lightweight, perfect for summer, hydrating serum. I love it. This is the second product I've tried from them. I really want to try more from them. I just haven't been given the opportunity, but I will definitely try more from Blithe because I've been super impressed. So this is a treatment essence. It has 9 seeds in here, like seed extracts in here, and it's also got niacinamide. I love this. I'm a bit dubious when it comes to seed extracts and plant extracts. Some are good, some are bad. I think, people can get a little bit on that whole natural bandwagon, assuming because something's natural, it's good. Not always the case. Oh, but it is with this. This. Gorgeous. So this says it's going to revitalize and hydrate. It says it's going to protect against pollutants and free radicals. So it's kind of like an antioxidant as well, which I love. So it smells divine. It's not artificially fragranced, so it's got natural fragrances in here. So still be careful and patch test it before you use it, but it smells divine. It also goes on like, can you see that? It's like a serum rather than a watery essence, which I prefer because I find those watery essences run all over. You don't apply this with a cotton round, you apply this onto your fingers, dab it onto the skin. Your skin will feel so nourished, so hydrated. It is gorgeous. It's kind of like the Geek and Gorgeous liquid hydration that I always rave about on this channel. It's kind of like that with a few antioxidants thrown in as well. Both are so good if you're struggling with a little bit of winter dryness and want to just get a little bit of, luminosity to the skin, a little bit of protection, but so much hydration. I love this product. Cruelty-free. I think it comes in at like 10 or 12 pounds here in the UK, so like under $20. A little does go a long way. It pats on really nicely. That has already sunk in. No stickiness, no tackiness. Absolute holy grail. And we are off to a flying start. Now, Stylevana actually pulled all this together for me, so it was a total surprise when I got it, which I like, because sometimes I think we can over-analyse things before we order them. So in a way, it's quite nice to just get some stuff, try it, and see how it works on your skin. But I'm so glad they sent me from this brand, because you guys have been recommending this to me all year. And this is the Beauty by JOSEON. JOSEON? I don't know how to say it. Love the packaging. I love that most of their products have a green tea aspect. Green tea, fantastic antioxidant, calms, it soothes, it can help with irritation and inflammation. Really great. I've got 2 here. This is their Bubble Toner, Green Plum and AHA Exfoliator, and their Calming Serum with green tea and Panthenol. Let's start with this one first, because I love Panthenol. I think it's going to, I said in one of my previous videos, I think it's going to be the big hit of, like the big ingredient of 2021. And I really hope so, because it is so good. It's a B vitamin, it calms, it soothes, it takes down redness. This mixes it with green tea, which we talked about before. I love. So good. I know this doesn't matter, but I'm just going to tell you anyway. The cap on this is so smooth and so easy to open and yet locks tight. Really impressed with the packaging. This goes on like a really lightweight serum, but let me just show you. My hand is going to be a little bit overloaded with product by the end of this. Goes on like a lightweight serum. It's not got a scent at all. In fact, It's the least scented thing I've ever sent. Like, it has no, it just smells like water. Yeah, it's so packed full of really good, really good ingredients. This has got allantoin in as well, which is going to help calm and soothe. It's got propolis, which is from honey. Again, fantastic in just, you know, it's got some antimicrobial benefits, but it's also just going to calm, soothe, and hydrate. Overall, I say that this is a sort of serum you need in your life if you've got redness-prone skin, if you've got irritated skin, and maybe you've got a little bit of redness from maybe a breakout or some acne, because nothing in here is going to break you out. So this is great for most skin types, and anyone that just has that little bit of redness going on, wants to take it away, calm it down, soothe it. This is a really great serum, and it looks so good. It looks so gorgeous. On the vanity, looks great, and cruelty-free brand, and just a really nice product. This, however, is what I was super excited about. So, do you remember, like, years and years ago, when you used to get an acne face wash, and it always came in one of these pumps, and it would come out in a huge foaming thing, and then you'd apply it to your skin, and it was always stripping, always alcohol filled, and always like drying. Which is why when I reached for this, I was like, oh, I don't like the look of that pump. I'm getting flashbacks. I'm getting big flashbacks to those really bad acne treatments. Totally wrong. This, it just happens to be in a pump. Actually, such a good product. So this is a bubble toner. This is kind of new. Do we need bubble toners? I don't know, probably not. But how it works is it goes on as a foam, so it's a toner in the form of a foam. It takes a little bit of while to get your head around it, because you're going to think it's like a cleanser because it foams, but actually it's all about the toning. And in here you've got green tea, which is going to be that calming, soothing, anti-inflammatory. You've got plum water, which again hydrates, is going to be nice, calming and soothing, botanical. And you've got a 3% alpha hydroxy acid. So this is kind of like a really easygoing exfoliator. It's glycolic acid, which some people have an issue with, but I think at a really low concentration like 3%, it's going to give a light surface exfoliation, but not really do too much in terms of irritating the skin or causing any redness. If you want a toner, like a multi-purpose toner that's also going to exfoliate, this is a really great option. I'm really glad that they've included glycerin as an ingredient in here, because that's going to help hydrate. Glycolic acid, even in a low concentration, can be a little bit on the drying side. So having that hydrator in there is really going to help. It's got some root extracts in here, which are going to brighten the skin and work, really complement the glycolic acid. And I just think it's an all-round gorgeous product. You've got some other extracts in here, so many to mention. Click on the link below and check out the full ingredients list, because there's just so much going on. I've used this maybe 3 times, because I do tend to go for a higher strength exfoliator. So I would say if you're already using like a 10% lactic acid, this probably isn't going to compare and work for you. But if you're someone that's new to exfoliators, you want something super gentle and it isn't going to irritate or risk irritating or drying the skin, this can be a really great multi-purpose product. Anyone that has redness prone skin, again, all the ingredients in here are going to offset any redness you could get from the glycolic acid, and it's a really great multifunctional product. I was so impressed. I looked beyond the cap and the pump, which this foaming action always had negative connotations to me, but they're winning me back, because actually I think it's such a great product. It's innovative because you don't get foaming toners that often. And it smells pretty neutral, so there's no artificial fragrances in here, which is great. And it smells just quite nice. Sometimes you can find glycolic acid is a little bit on the fresh side in terms of the scent. This isn't. Smells absolutely fantastic. Now, before I move on to the next product, you're all going to read me to filth if I don't show you the pump action. So here you go. There you go. You get a lathery pump from it. You massage it into the skin. I'll have to take it on my arm because I've used way too much there. And it sinks in within about 10 seconds. Gone. Great product, definitely one I'd recommend. If you remember a video I did in December where I did like the ultimate Korean skincare haul or something like that, I'll leave a video link to it up there, so check it out if you want to like reflect on some more Korean skincare. If this doesn't have enough Korean skincare for you, you can always check out that video. But I mentioned this company, this is Day by Day. They had like an oil hydrator thing that I wasn't a huge fan of. I didn't really know where it went in my skincare routine. I didn't really know what it was supposed to do, and I found it broke me out a little bit. So this was sent to me, same company, and I thought, if I didn't like that first product, I don't know whether I'm going to like this or not. And I tried it. This is their cleansing gel, and I was totally impressed. So this is a really nice bouncy jelly style cleanser. Have you ever used like the Naturium nutrient rich cleanser? It's got that same consistency, quite bouncy, quite nice. Similar one would, I guess, would be the Neutrogena Hydro Boost cleanser. Same thing like that. Like it almost has like a bounce to the texture. It is really nice. So this has willow bark extract in. So I'd say it's probably best for people with slightly oily, breakout prone skin. I used this a couple of times, and I'd say it's not stripping, but I have very oily oily skin to start with. So if you have any dryness in your skin, I think this is probably going to be a pass for you. This is better for the oily skinned amongst us. But if you have oily skin, you benefit from a lightweight gel-like cleanser to get all that extra oil off the skin and leave you feeling fresh and prepped for the rest of your skincare routine. This is a really great option. Again, totally unscented, and it doesn't smell like, you know how sometimes you can get those cleansers that smell a bit like glue? If you don't have a fragrance in, they smell a bit like glue. Not at all with this. It's just a pretty neutral scent, and it's absolutely lovely. It's got some botanical extracts again. You know, Korean skincare is all about those botanical extracts, the calming, the soothing. So there was no redness after I'd used this. I felt like my skin felt prepped and ready, but slightly on the drying side. Now, if you have oily skin like me, that's a benefit. For everyone else, I think this might be a pass. But I was super impressed, and I'm actually going to give this brand a second look. Didn't like the first product I tried from them, but this has won me round. Think how gorgeous this looks on the vanity as well. Again, another one of those products which has gorgeous, gorgeous packaging, and I think it just looks amazing. Delivers what you want if you have oily skin. It's definitely one of those cruelty-free products worth a look. If you're struggling to work out a cruelty-free gel cleanser, most of the main brands aren't, like Neutrogena aren't, and it can be really hard to find a dupe for it that's cruelty-free. This is a really good option because it's also under £10 here in the UK, so super affordable. Again, linked below. I do have another cleanser to share with you, which is this company, which is the Pyeong... I'm really rubbish at pronouncing names. Pyunkang Acne cleanser. I'm really sorry. If I butchered that name, I'm really sorry. And anybody that speaks Korean, I mean, I do apologise so much. But this is a company which I've seen around, and I like them because instead of sometimes Korean skincare can be the packaging can be a little bit gimmicky. They're like their, cartoon figures on there. They like it all to be a bit kitsch. And sometimes it can be quite hard to find one that mixes with the rest of the aesthetic of like your skincare routine. This is super like medically looking. It looks very utilitarian and bougie, and it's a really nice cleanser. So this is designed for acne. Now, one thing I would always say when you're talking Korean skincare, they never go hard and fast with their actives. So their version of an acne cleanser is to have a little bit of salicylic acid in there. That's it. Our idea in the West of a acne wash is, benzoyl peroxide, salicylic acid, stripping alcohols, literally skin stripper. They go for the more gentle approach, which I actually think is probably the best approach. Having tried both, I think this is probably the best approach. So in here, you've got the willowbark extract, which is like the precursor to salicylic acid, but more gentle. It's got allantonin in, which is going to help calm and soothe. If you've got an active breakout, it's probably going to be quite red and noticeable. Something like allantonin in a product will just take some of that redness out of it. So even though it's not curing the acne, it's going to make it look less prevalent, which I just think has got to be a good thing and something I've always benefited from when I've included in my routine. This is definitely on the foamier side than the other one we mentioned, but I kind of like that. I didn't, however, find it very stripping. So whereas the one I mentioned before was a little bit on the drying side, this actually left my skin feeling really fresh and hydrated. So I think this could be a really good video. I did a video on people with dry, acne-prone skin and how it can be really hard to find the right products for you. I'll leave a link to that video up there. I think this would be a great cleansing option because it'll tackle the acne, but it won't leave you stripped and dried. So if you have dry, acne-prone skin, I think this could actually be a real gentle yet effective acne wash for you, so definitely will check it out. I've actually decided that I'm going to use this. I've got so many cleansers going on at the moment, and I don't feel like I need something. I've not got an active breakout at the moment. What I'm going to use this on is on my chest. So when I get in the shower, use this on my chest because I do break out a little bit, particularly if I've gone to the gym and sweated a lot. I do get a breakout on my chest. So this is a really great product that I'm going to use on the chest and the back just to keep everything in check. So it's like a top tip if you want a different way of using it. Now, I don't think any Korean skincare video would be complete without the mention of a sunscreen. I know there's been some doubts around Korean sunscreens in the past, particularly around the Purito sunscreen scandal, which I've covered on this channel already. But I do still think we shouldn't totally turn our back on Korean sunscreens. There's going to be so many different tests going on at the moment to test the validity of the claims on a lot of our favourite products. And so let's just wait for those before, we totally abandon ship on the Korean sunscreen front. They have some gorgeous, gorgeous formulations, and I think you just have to know what you're working with. So I was really keen to try this one because cruelty-free sunscreens can be quite hard to come by. This one is the 9 Wishes Sun Moisturizer SPF50 Elegant Lightweight Protection. So I tried this and I love it. Look how gorgeous this looks. It just looks so great. I understand people's concerns around Korean sunscreens, but I would say this says SPF 50. Now, it's lightweight, it's super elegant to use, it's lotion style. I don't know what the SPF in here is. I'm going to take their word for it and assume it's 50. But even if it's a little bit less than that, it doesn't necessarily matter because here in the UK we're in the winter and I like a lightweight sunscreen in winter because I just think it's all I need and it doesn't leave me feeling really heavy and clogged throughout the day. And this delivered it in droves. It's such a nice cruelty-free option. I'd say it's a chemical sunscreen, so you won't get a white cast. It sinks in like you'd expect a lotion to, layers really well, as you can tell because it's got so much product on this hand. Layers really well and gives you a dewy, slightly dewy side of matte, I would say. It's definitely not dries down completely matte, but gives a nice little glisten and a dewiness to the skin, which I love. As you can, I don't know if you can see that, reflect that. It smells divine. It smells like fresh linen. You know when you hang your washing out, you've washed it, you've hung it on the line, and when you bring it in, it's just like, oh, I could just wrap myself in this. Fresh linen. Absolutely stunning scent. I love that. And it's a really nice product. This is going to be one that I continue to use because I do like that lightweight feel to my sunscreens in winter. You might want to go more heavy duty for summer. That's personal preference, but definitely impressed. I love the look of the product. I love the fact it's cruelty free and is another cruelty free option for our sunscreens, and it smells divine. If you like a little fragrance in your routine, this stunning, literally stunning. So definitely worth a check. I'd say overall in this collection, it's a pretty bang on collection of products that I've tried here. All of them I really liked. I think with the exception of this one, which I loved, but I do think could be a little bit drying for people who have dryness prone skin anyway. I think the rest are universal and everyone can benefit from them. I'm just so glad to be able to find Korean skincare which is cruelty free. I thought it'd be really hard to find. If I had to pick an absolute favourite firm winner, it'd be this Blithe Vital Treatment Essence. If you're thinking about, do I need an essence? Do I not need an essence? Where does it fit in my routine? Get this, replace your toner with this, your skin will love it, it will add some antioxidant benefit, it'll hydrate you to the gods, and it is definitely the standout, I'd say, of all of these products. I also really like this bubble toner, just because it's a bit different. I like a gimmick, I like something that's a bit different. If you like that bubbly, sort of lightweight feel, this is a really good option. But I definitely think there's a place for this in everyone's skincare routine, and I'm going to be ordering a few more because I want to share them with friends and family that I think will love this. And a lot of people ask me about essences, so I'm glad that I found one that I really love and would definitely recommend for you. So guys, let me know, will you be checking any of these out? Are you interested in any of them? Are you going to think about any other Korean brands you want me to try? Leave me a comment below. Wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care. Bye.